Welcome home, class of 2027. This is the beginning of your next chapter, and I am truly honored to greet you. I thought long and hard about what I was going to say to you. Maybe I would tell you about the secret garden between Holloway and Fulton, where I often visited to recharge on campus, or tell you that you must attend the legendary lobster night in Commons. I am sure you will find those places and partake in SU traditions. After racking my brain and talking with friends and family, it was clear what I would say. I once sit where you now sit. I remember the feeling of being new and out of my comfort zone. So I have chosen to share with you 3 things I wish I knew as an incoming student. A special shout out to all the transfer students out here. Class of 2027, it is not how you start, but rather how you finish. I began my academic career at SU in the fall of 2011 as an education major and history minor. I failed my major and passed my minor. I spent 3 semesters on academic probation and restrictions. As a child, I always loved history. Museums excited me, but I didn't know any historians and didn't think I would find work in my field. So I played it safe. I come from a family of educators, and I was going to go into the family business, teaching. After multiple attempts to succeed in my major, I found myself in Dr. Melissa Bogue's office, faced with a tough decision: change my major to history or drop out of college. I changed my major, and my passion pushed me into my purpose. In 1 year, everything changed. I went from failing to graduating. I was mentored by amazing professors like Dr. Dean Katlowski and Dr. Kara French, who believed in me and supported my dreams. I presented research on local history at a national research conference. After graduation, I enrolled in the History Master's program. I received a funded graduate assistantship that paid for coursework and allowed me to work and gain experience in my field at the same time. In graduate school, I got to research and meet the most amazing woman I have ever known. Maryland's mother of civil rights, Gloria Richardson, leader of the Cambridge Civil Rights Movement. While working as a GA at the Edward H. Knapp Center for Delmarva History and Culture, I curated my first exhibitions. How I started may have been rough, but my finish was way better. I left SU with 2 degrees, and I completed my master's with honors. Some of you may be like me. You chose a major because it's safe, or someone told you to do it. You will not feel whole until you pursue your passion. I now work in a museum, the very place I daydreamed about during my last semester of graduate school. I have a fulfilling job because I followed my passion, and it pushed me into purpose. Although I did not become a teacher, I get to teach the public history daily. I work in a school museum, so it all worked out. Teachers are necessary. Pro tips: going to office hours can be the difference between a C or a D. You pay for all the resources the school has to offer. Use them, they work. Ask for help if you are struggling. And a grade does not define you. The class of 2027 is one of the largest classes in SU history, with over 1,400 incoming students. Each one of you is a crucial piece to the SU puzzle. I want to emphasize that representation matters. In your classes, clubs, and organizations, it's critical because without diversity, the puzzle remains incomplete. In the 1970s, some higher education institutions across the country and in the state of Maryland faced the possibility of closure due to concerns about racial segregation in colleges and universities. This included SU. To begin to address these concerns, SU hired its first 2 African-American professors, Dr. A.K. Talbot and Dr. Clara Small. Their arrival brought not only diversity to the faculty, but helped diversify the student body as well. I wondered, like many of you, thinking today, do I belong here? I can tell you that you do. To my differently abled folks, my Black and brown students, my LGBTQ siblings, and my non-binary, non-gender conforming friends, you matter. I will not tell you that being a minority or marginalized is easy at SU or in the world. At times, it was rough being the only person of color in many of my courses and the only person of color in my graduate program. It wasn't easy, but I showed up, and I remained true to myself unapologetically. And I want you to do the same. Show up unapologetically because you matter. For those of you who may never experience being othered, there is important work to do. If you find yourself in spaces and places where there is a lack of representation, Say the names of those people who should be there. If you are at a table and it lacks diversity, create a seat for those who are marginalized. This work isn't solely the responsibility of the students. To the faculty, staff, and administration, I challenge you to engage in this necessary equity work as well, which I know you will do. Class of 2027, like myself, many of you probably participated in Scouts, either Boy Scouts or Girl Scouts. One of the core principles of both organizations is to leave places better than you found them. SU stands on the ancestral land of the Nanticoke indigenous people, in a community that once upheld slavery, in a place where women did not always have the right to vote. SU was founded before marriage equality existed. Although events of the past are not your fault, it is your job to honor their truths, take care of the environment and the community around SU, and strive to leave them better than you found them. So, Class of 2027, remember these 3 things. 1, it is not how you start, but how you finish. 2, without you, the SU puzzle remains incomplete. 3, leave this place better than you found it. As I end, so that your journey can begin, we are all seagulls. So remember, the birds of a feather flock together. Fly high, Class of 2027. It's your time to soar. Thank you.